Hello, everyone. Good evening. We are in Jaipur today, and I have my friend today who is joining me. Her name is Tanya, and she is also from Jaipur, and she is very active in sports and a health sector. And I have really special bond with her in past couple of years. The first time we met, it was when we were community manager for TEDx Jaipur, where we worked for 4 months or 3 months together and had a really great event at Clark Samir. And we had really good memories from there. And since then, I have been in touch with her, and we share some good bonds because she did his schooling, I would say college from Mumbai, and I was also in Mumbai few months back, and I was doing my job. So we really have special bond, and I always reach out to her when I need help. And today I'm with her, and I'm really happy. So welcome, Tanya.
Thank you, Umang. Thank you. That was a lovely introduction
Yeah.
and an elaborated one. But I'm glad I'm joining you on your podcast.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for
Thank
inviting me.
Thank you. Thank you. So, please tell our listeners something about you because a lot of people have never not met you, like my friends. So, please.
Y- So, good evening, everyone. My name is Tanya, and I hail from Jaipur. I've done my schooling from Delhi Public School, where I have always been an active uh, uh, active person in sports, and I have kind of played each and every sport except of lawn tennis. And you name any sport, and I was there in the competition and everything. It just became a part of my lifestyle, whether it was NCC or whether it was just marching on Republic Day parade and things like that. So I usually have a very active lifestyle, and it's good that way. And I've done my undergraduation studies from Mumbai, and then I went on to do my master's from Ireland, which is another beautiful country for sport lovers and adventurous sports lovers, because I kind of learned tag rugby and things like that, which is never played in India. So yeah, I think that sums it up.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you said very well that in even when you were in Ireland, you were playing a lot of sports and you were enjoying the beers. Don't forget that.
Yeah, 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 Guinness.
Goodness. Yeah, I was so sad and I was so jealous because in India you don't get Guinness like everywhere. You get in few places, but not like fresh.
Yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
yeah. So, what sports do you play, and just tell us how it helps you to improve your life, because this is a fitness podcast. So,
Okay, so I like majorly I've played basketball since I was in third or fourth grade, and since then I've played a lot of state level championships and even at national level camps. And so basketball was one major sport that I loved. I
mm-hmm.
still do actually.
Uh-huh.
And then I've tried each and every sport, uh, whether be it volleyball. I won a district level gold medal in volleyball. And currently, before the lockdown, I was learning squash because I learned it in school, but somehow I lost the touch. And back in Ireland, I really wanted to join squash, so I started there. And when I came back, I continued with that sport. So it's really nice. It's a very fast paced game, and it requires a lot of stamina building.
Mm-hmm.
So I did that, and new thing which I learned was capoeira, which was a Brazilian martial art form, and it's one of the most seven most deadliest. It comes under seven most deadliest form of martial arts.
Oh.
Uh, in the world. So it was very different in terms of, when you think about a martial art, something, it the taekwondo or karate comes to your mind, right?
Yeah, yeah.
But
Yeah.
with capoeira it's so different because it does not involve, when two people do capoeira, it doesn't involve touching any other person. It's just a form of, you're communicating in the form of your body movements. And you get it. So,
Yeah.
like, it's very smooth. It's very, you have to kind of really figure out the movement of your body. And I really liked it because I've never done something like that. And I try to learn Portuguese through that because we have a lot of instruments and a lot of songs that we dedicate. So, it's a total different art. And it really helped me to break the barriers and everything.
Yeah.
So I think currently I'm learning. I was learning capoeira and squash for now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And just one thing I have also like seen in you, and I've never said that, but I think sports make you very happy when you talk about it, and
Yes.
there's a different smile on your face, or I would say a different feel when you talk about it, because I think you own it and it is part of your life, right?
I think that is true, and I realized it at a very later stage in my life,
Oh.
because I was always into sports since my school days and everything in college. But when I went to a different country, right? When I went to Ireland,
Mm-hmm.
everything was new to me. Like I didn't know how to enroll myself, or do I play? Would I get time while doing my masters and everything? But then we had those clubs and everything, and you won't believe I was so happy to find a capoeira club in my college, in Trinity College. I was so happy. I immediately joined it, but they were not conducting classes and everything. So for a very long time while I was settling, I
Uh-huh.
started feeling homesick and everything, and 3-4 months down the line. And once I was just passing and I saw a poster of capoeira, I immediately went in the evening, and yeah, and then I started doing it, and it made me really, it gave me a sense of belonging in that country, that I have something as a backup which I can look. I don't need to be judged all the time whether I'm from a different country. I was just one amongst them who just used to play and enjoy capoeira.
Mm-hmm.
So that made me realize that, sports is kind of a way where people actually forget their differences, and they're just coming up and playing, and that's all matters.
Yeah, yeah, I totally agree, and I'm somewhat in the same lines like you, because I used to also play sports, but in recent
Yeah,
times when I was in Mumbai and I joined running clubs, I realized
yeah,
that it is not just a sports; it's a different game together, right?
yeah.
You know,
It's a different feeling.
yeah, yeah. You cannot tell in words. You have to feel it to do, right?
Right. I mean, whenever I had a very stressful day, I would just go for a run on close to a river or a lake over there, and the amount of freshness you feel, it's amazing. It's so refreshing.
Yeah, yeah. Also, tell us about a marathon, because I have seen your Facebook and you have run a marathon which we never talked about. So tell us. I was just
Oh,
going through your profile and I just wanted to
soccer.
ask.
No, so that was just my first marathon that I ever did, and I wouldn't call it a marathon because it was just 10K. It's hardly a marathon. So I really wanted to do it, and the first time I learned about something like that was happening in Jaipur, because Jaipur has recently become, I don't know, I feel it recently become more sports active, like people are more going outdoors, right?
Uh,
So I don't know, it's my feeling because I wasn't there most of the times in Jaipur. I was in Mumbai and everything.
yes.
But anyhow, I came across this night marathon, and I told my mom. Anyway, she is a bit of like me. She's had her own, sports lifestyle and everything. So I told this is happening, and she said, that, yeah, we'll run. So I got a company as well.
Oh,
So yeah, we started. I wouldn't say we started running. I mean training. Like mom and I were completely different. She was going for her yoga and everything, and I started actually training at Rambagh golf course.
uh-huh.
So I trained for about like 3 weeks, nothing more
Okay.
much about it. And yeah, I'm forgetting a name. He was an athlete, and he used to jog. And so one day he just asked me like, "You've been very regular and everything," because he's been coming there for like God knows how many years. I
Uh-huh.
said, "Yeah, I'm training for this," and so he actually ended up training me.
Wow.
And sorry, I'm really forgetting. He's an athlete himself,
It's okay.
national
We'll
level.
add his name in the description.
Yeah, I can tell you later.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But so yeah, it was really good. And on the day of the marathon at night, when we were actually going, it was at 8 p.m. or something.
Okay.
I was really tense whether I'd be able to complete it or not.
Okay.
Things like that. So anyhow, it started. It was in Malia Nagar. It started from Clark's,
Uh,
and yeah, we ran the whole thing. And yeah, it was a nice feeling. I completed 10K, my
wow.
first 10K ever, and after that, I did not run anymore.
you
uh,
you never got a chance or like what?
I never got a chance,
Oh.
and there were 5K and a lot of marathons. I did one in Ireland also.
Oh.
I did a county run, they would say. There's a place in Ireland, south of Ireland, called Wexford.
Uh-huh.
And just before Westford, there's a town called Enniscorthy. So we had a run. We were doing for a charity event about breast cancer week and things like that.
Okay.
So that wasn't a lot. That was again 10K.
Wow.
I did not enroll myself in 21K.
Yeah.
But
You need practice.
yeah. So yeah, those are the only two marathons that I have ever done, and it was really good to complete it and everything.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
It's a different feel, right? Like.
yeah, I still have the chest number, for the first marathon.
Oh, lovely. Yeah,
So
marathon running is like one of the best experience I also have in recent times. Like, I've been
exactly.
in many marathons nowadays.
Yeah, and that's totally a different game or sport that is,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, and
really good.
I really like one part of it that a guy help you out without knowing you much, and he help you out. So, uh, I just want to tell message to my listeners that if you want help or you're looking for someone, a group or a buddy to run, please approach.
Hmm.
They are more than welcome to help you out and run together, right?
Yeah, I mean there are clubs like Jaipur runners and clubs
Yeah,
like that,
yeah. There are a
which
lot of clubs. Yeah.
I
So
mean don't shy away if you're even a beginner or something,
yeah,
because
exactly. Some of my friends tell me that, bro, I cannot run like you, like 10
yeah,
kilometers or 5 kilometers or this much pace. Then
yeah,
I try to explain them that it's not about running speed, fast or slow or 1 kilometer.
yeah,
You just have to come. That's the first thing.
that's
There
true,
there are people who
100%.
are just walking, who are just run
Exactly.
and walk beginners, and even I tell them that I will help you out. I will also walk with you for 1 day or 2 days, and then you can
Yeah,
easily get the pace. So
yeah, that's what how it started. Yeah.
yeah, so that's how you just need to come. That's the first step you need to take, right?
That's true. And when you're in groups, you're more encouraged to finish a task rather than when you're just doing it alone.
Exactly. Because you have company and you have good mood, good friends. So exactly,
Exactly.
it adds
Like
a lot of things.
I remember when I was working back in Ireland, in the company, I didn't know a lot of people other than my department, right? Other than my team.
Uh-huh.
And then there was some event which was known as Couch to 5K event.
Okay.
So people would just enroll, and every Thursdays and Tuesdays we would just finish running like in our lunch breaks.
Okay.
And once I completed that, it was like a 6 to 7 weeks of that thing, and every Tuesday, Thursday we would meet up and uh, do some running until the time we completed 5K.
Uh-huh.
So, and after that, I made so many friends in my own office, you know, who
Mhm.
would just meet up to run, and that's how they go back. But it's just a nice way of even knowing people. Like sometimes, you would go to a fitness class or something, and you make friends, and they stick by you for a longer period of time.
Yeah, yeah,
So,
exactly, exactly. Very well said. So, I'm sorry to cut you here, but
yeah.
so I want to ask you one thing, like why we are here, because I want to ask you the unpopular sports in India and also which
Mhm.
you practice, like squash and martial arts, is something
Mhm.
which I have since my, like, I'm 23 right now, and only you are the friend of me or mine who plays squash and martial arts.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
what do you want to say about this? Like, any views or why they are unpopular, or yeah, anything, please.
I think they are unpopular by the means a lot of people don't prefer it. Like, as a kid, there are very few parents who would encourage their children to take something. They would either go for cricket or football or, things like this. But I'm not saying in entirety that people don't opt for squash or anything. I
Mhm.
mean, it's just unpopular in a country where people worship cricket, and it's difficult. But I think in the recent times, the sports like badminton, wrestling, hockey is coming up because of the limelight they're getting.
Mhm. Yeah.
So, and uh, for capoeira it's different because it's comparatively new and it's only in 3 cities in India.
Uh huh.
And people take martial arts like I said, like taekwondo or karate and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I think if a lot of people just kind of see and investigate what are the other different sports going on in country, and I think moreover it depends on their wishes as well as to what they really want to learn. I
Mhm.
mean, schools could just tell you what other options we have, and amongst that they can choose, right? Because my school had squash courts. That's
Mhm.
why we were given option to choose our activity. A
Okay.
lot of schools might not have those courts and those facilities, right?
Uh huh. Yeah. Yeah.
So
Even
even
even I didn't had a facility of squash, so yeah. Please
yeah,
go.
exactly.
Yeah.
So it also depends on what kind of infrastructure as a you're being exposed to, because we would have football fields and cricket fields and even lawn tennis courts for that matter.
Mhm.
But once the infrastructure is missing, the facility is missing, it becomes unpopular. I
Oh.
mean, people
Yeah.
just have an assumption that nobody plays it, that's why it's not there.
True. 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 I totally
So
agree with it. Yeah.
yeah, and now I think the culture in Mumbai, I think because of capoeira, like there are a lot of schools which are associated with this art, and you can follow an Instagram and Facebook page of Capoeira India,
Okay.
and you could see that people are getting the kids. I think Amir Khan's son plays capoeira, because the other day I just saw a post, and
Okay.
so
I'm.
I think he can become a mascot and really
Okay, okay. I'm not aware
so
of that thing, but
yeah,
yeah, we'll add the links to the description so that our viewers can go and learn more about it,
yeah,
right?
yeah, sure,
And yeah, I think you said it right. The facilities and the infrastructure plays a very major role. So
exactly.
yeah, if you don't have, what other opportunities children or parents should do, for example, where they should start from, and like how they should enroll themselves, and you can tell something about Jaipur also, like how they can do it in Jaipur.
About these sports, like you mean
Yeah,
squash and capoeira.
exactly. This
So
and also generally, like.
yeah, because I had faced problems myself when I was coming back, and I said I want to learn squash. Who's gonna, tell me? The first thought was to join a club because I've heard Ashok Club and Jaipur Club. They all have squash courts, but they weren't giving lessons. They weren't teaching it. If you had, they were just like pay as per you use.
Uh-huh.
So then it clicked me that SNS Stadium has recently opened the squash court. So it was back in 2018,
Uh-huh.
and I think the international player is from Rajasthan. Sorry, a national player is from Rajasthan also. So it's under her name. The courts are open, and they're amazing courts. They're like 6 really big courts.
Uh-huh.
So I think, and they give evening and morning lessons based on your age group and the level at which you play.
Okay.
So I think that's a good start, and the fees is also nominal. It's not that high, and the coaches are really good too. So the three coaches, and they are each trained in their own level of expertise.
Uh-huh. Okay.
So I think that will be a major, I mean, the first step if someone wants to learn squash in Jaipur.
Uh-huh.
Apart from that, capoeira, there's an instructor called Nitin Sharma who teaches capoeira in Jaipur.
Okay.
So there's Instagram page, his handle. You can
We,
contact.
we'll add him to the description, not a problem.
Yeah. So he's an amazing instructor. He's actually made me realize that, even if you are a heavy body type, it doesn't mean you can't, do stunts in capoeira and everything. So it was just my mental block, which he really helped open up.
Okay.
So, yeah, so the people can really use those handles and contact him. We're really happy to help. Actually, right now during this time, he's actually giving online classes,
Uh-huh.
and it's the one who teaches who brought capoeira in India, Professor Baba. His name is Professor Baba,
Uh-huh.
and he takes the online classes himself.
Okay, that's nice. Good to know that.
So yeah, so I think he's very helpful as a community. Capoeira is very giving and helpful. They can anytime go and join and know about this art form.
Sure, sure. I think people will definitely Google the sports which you said, capoeira, because I
Yeah.
have also just learned about martial art few days back when I had a word with you because I'm also
Okay.
into martial arts.
Yeah.
Neither I have seen anyone because I told you are the only one I know who do martial arts. So one thing I really liked, which your sir said about martial arts is it's for everyone. If you have a heavy
Yeah.
body or if you're thin, it's not that you cannot do.
Yeah, I mean
So
that's the major mental block. Even I, as a fitness person who's been playing, had in my mind.
exactly, exactly. Yeah. So that's what I want to put forward. That if you are heavy, you are thin, you are small, you are tall, it doesn't matter, right?
Yeah, it doesn't totally. Any
Yeah.
body type, it doesn't. It's not a roadblock. It's actually, a first step of learning.
Exactly,
So
exactly. You build your muscles when you do exercise, right?
exactly, I built my core muscles and everything because of capoeira.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
even if like my brother, I tell him to work out, but he said I'm too fat to too old to do that. And I said, no, you are
Yeah.
not. You are young. You're
Yeah.
not that fat. You can burn it. It's not that hard. It's very easy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, there's no age. There's no the first day whenever you come and play something, it's just. I think there's a very famous quote which I don't remember right now.
Okay, but you remember it's a quote, right?
Yeah, I mean, it's something to do with you become a child when you don't play, something like that. But
Okay,
yeah.
maybe we need
Maybe we can,
we
add it
need to add
later.
a lot of things to the description, I guess.
Maybe the description list is longer than a podcast.
Yeah, I don't know. You have to help me with everything. Okay, so thank you so much. One last
Yeah.
question I would like to ask you.
So,
Please share some special memories you have with your sports life, or anything special you want to share with us.
there's so many.
Share with
because
some.
as a sports person, you win something, you lose something, and everything is sweet. But I think what I'm gonna share is this one incident back in college when I was in Mumbai. We we started with this futsal season, like Fury Futsal, which is to do with football competition between different colleges.
Uh-huh.
So there was no girls football team in our college,
Mm-hmm.
and just one day prior to our match, I got a call saying that we need players, football players, and you need to come for selection. I said, do you have enough people even to go for a selection? I mean, whosoever ends up is selected, right? so so
Okay.
anyway, I went there and I used to play football, but not in any just for fun. And I went there and they said, yeah, you'll be the striker. I said, okay, great. And I had no clue about the rules or anything. I just know that I had to, just put the ball in the goalpost in the opponent's goalpost. So anyway, cut to a match. Um, I even didn't know my teammates' names. Like they were all junior to me. And
Okay.
I like just before the whistle blow, like, the start of the match, I was just introducing myself that I'm Tanya, I'm from third year Sheetas. So it was very funny, and the most funny part is that we never practiced, but as a team, we came second in the whole event. Like we
Oh,
made it to the finals.
wow.
So
That's strange. Like,
that's yeah, and we were actually like by the end of the event, we were actually hoping to win finals. Could you imagine just going from like introducing your to your teammates to actually going into finals? It
wow.
was very funny, and yeah, it has stayed with me for a
Yeah.
very long
Till now
time.
you remember that. That's a great.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, thank you so much, Tanya. Just one thing, as we discussed, we'll be talking about this, that
yeah,
you should pick up at least one sports and just practice it for an hour, right?
yeah. You should.
People
Any
who
sport
don't
will
have
do.
any sport, but just put lights on that.
Exactly. Just go out and play, and you'll have a best time outdoors. Believe me.
Yeah, exactly. So, thank you so much, Tanya, for taking out time with us.